Hi, it's me, Daryl again. Welcome to my kitchen. This isn't the kitchen. Okay, we're finally in the kitchen. Again, this isn't the kitchen. Hold on. Okay, this is better. So this project I'm working on now is there used to be a trash compactor right here in this space. As you can see, there is no trash compactor here anymore. Donna, my wife, decided she wanted drawers, like for utensils and other stuff that we don't use on a normal basis, or pans or whatever. So in this video, I'm going to be making the base and the bottom board, and I'm going to start building up the cabinet that everything's going to go into. And then the second video, I will probably be doing the drawers and installing them. That might even be 3 videos, I don't know. Anyway, let's get back down to the shop. So I'm at the table saw. I set it up to cut a 4-inch piece between here. Let's pull this back. Do it one more time. This piece can be put out of the way for now. Now I need to cross cut these to 2 different sizes. I can move the camera in a little closer now. Needs to be 15 3/8. Gotta go see if it fits. All right, it fits fine. Perfect. Set those 2 aside. Now I need to cut 2 at 21.5 minus 1 1/4, minus the width of this. So 21.5 minus 1 7/8. Here. 20 5/8. So 20 5/8. Perfect. Now, need to mark out another one for that one. Let's get our drill, our driver, some screws, grab our countersink. Probably should get a clamp and clamp these together and make it a little easier on me. All right, let's drill the other one. And drive this one in. Take these loose, don't need these anymore. Put these away. So what I'm going to do up here, and just hold it flush with my hand, and now, this will be sitting on the floor. Let me get you back down here. So this will be sitting on the floor, and then there'll be a base piece of wood sitting on top of it. We got the pocket hole jig out here, and the drill bit. We're going to put that in this drill. Oh, we first got to set this up for 1/2 inch material if it isn't already. Or 3/4 inch. It is already 3/4 inch.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you to the...
And there you can see it, we have pocket holes. Ready to go. So as you can see, I got the base cut out and it's all leveled in. Continuing the build on the cabinet in the kitchen. It's been about 4 days since I've been down here. It's been a little hot. I got my fan installed back there, keeping me cool. So now that I'm able to be kept cool while I'm working, somewhat, I need to get back on the project at hand. So let's get going on this. That should be good. We got our board, which I'll block the camera with. All right. Get this up on the table so see if we can cut this just a little bit long so I can straighten up that edge. So I'm gonna make it 24¼ inches. And need to make sure it's going to pass through and finish up before it hits my, yes it will, barely. All right, let's get going. Forgot dust collection. All right, I'm going to drop this one down here so we don't need it anymore right now. And I need to cut off this corner, but this edge is a factory edge. I need to straighten that up first. So we're going to change it down to 24 inches. I'm going to turn this around 180 degrees. And we're going to do this side. All right, get that out of the way from there. All right, now I need to trim it down to 15¼ inches. And that's pretty basically it. So I just need to go fit this up there. If it fits, I need to make another one the exact same size for the top, and then I got to measure the two sides and make the sides for it. So I know I'm making this cabinet a little beefy. I could be using 1/2 inch for the top and the bottom, but I'd rather use the 3/4 inch. I got more of that anyway. So I'll go measure this, make sure it fits, and then come down and cut the top and the two sides. Measure twice, cut once. So this is 28 and this is 22.5. So I need to cut off 15 1/4. Now we need to cut it to 24 inches, which is 2 feet. And I think the better edge for that one is that one. All right. A little crooked, but that doesn't matter for this. All right, there's our top. So, as you can see, I got a big full sheet of plywood sitting up here on my table saw. I cannot use my table saw to cut it because I do not have the outfeed length or width with my CNC sitting up there. I also need to do a cross cut first at 29.5 inches plus the width of my saw blade and saw, which is going to be doing the cutting, which is 1 inch and 3/8. So 29 and a 29.5 is right here. And I need to go 1 inch and 3/8 further, so that's 1 inch and 1, 2, 3, so it's almost 30. We're just going to go 31 inches. So that's where I need to cut. Did I say 31 inches? Make sure I got that right. 31 inches. Let's go over here and mark this one at 31 inches. Inches. All right. So I don't have a like a Festool track saw or anything. All right, got that on. It's locked down. One last measurement. I can figure out where I put my measurement. Should be 31 inches. And 31 inches. All right. Should have taken this away with me when I was going. Before I get this off of here, I need to clean up the dust. I'm sure a lot of you are going to be asking, why don't you just make all new cabinets? You just saw why. Getting a full sheet of plywood in my shop and cutting it down is really difficult to do. So I need to cut this to 29.5. So this thing's on wheels, luckily. I just got to make sure I can move it over far enough. Just enough to cut that. and lower it back down. Yes, it will. So now, got to raise the blade up, turn the saw back on. Be right back. Raise it up a little bit more. This goes in the scrap bin. Now we have to move this thing back into place. Yay. So I got all my pieces cut, and now I'm going to clamp and glue them together. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to stand this one up on edge, like this. That's the side, this is the bottom. I'll take my clamp here and slide it up so it makes contact.
Day or die.
That one's right. All right, let's put a screw in here. All right, as you can see, we now have a box. Now, the only thing I have left to do on this box is I need to trim out the front so that it doesn't, you know, have plywood look to it. So I'm going to use a piece of, probably a thin piece of oak or something. But first I want to measure this thing, make sure it's square. It should be the exact same measurements on two corners. That's exactly 35. And this one should be, look at that, exactly 35. It's a dead square. So now, I need to measure and cut a piece for the back. So it needs to be 30 3/4. Make sure it's the same on both ends. 30 3/4 by 15 and a half. 15 and a half. 30 3/4 by 15 and a half. Now, let's take this thing down onto the floor. Look, it's a new table for me. I think this is too small. Pretty sure 24 by 14, way too small. Probably fit inside of it, wouldn't it? Would, if I cut it down. All right, so we got to find a piece of wood to use for the back. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be anything big. Luckily, I have another piece of plywood I can cut off to make it. There we go. There's my back right there. A little bit big, but I think it's more than 30. So if I cut off a 15 and a half chunk of this, I should have enough to make it. Measure one more time. $15 1/4, Daryl, not 15 and a half. All right, that's 15 1/4. Now, do we have enough runoff room with all my stuff in the way? Probably not. Yeah, that'll work. Perfect. What did I say the length was? .30 5/8. find my nail gun. So there is our back. It's kind of a heavy duty back, but it's a back. I'm going to screw it on the same way. That seems to be pretty flat over here. That's perfect. All right, let's get another screw in here. Now that I got 2 screws in it, I can finish putting screws around the border. I'm gonna go try fitting it on the shop and where it's gonna go. Okay, now I need to put like a bunch here. All right, and there we have the base cabinet. Right now it's upside down. That's the bottom, this is the top. And there's gonna be, I think, 4 or either 5 shelves in there. I'm not sure which Donna wants yet. That's it for this part of the video. Part 2, I'll be putting this in and starting to put the drawer slides in. I don't know if I have the drawer slides for it yet. I think I do. I have to look around and see if I have them. If I do, I will get those installed and I will start making the drawers for this thing. After I make the drawers, I will get those installed. I also have to make a trim edge around the front of this, which I will do before I actually install it. So that's just letting you know that that's what's next. Anyway, if you like this video and you want to see more of this series, which I'm going to be making 2 more parts at least, maybe 3. I don't know 3 from 3. That's it for this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified when new videos come out. Also, if you like this video, watch one of these 2 over here. I'll put a couple up there for you to see. Thanks for watching.